How will you balance your business life with your civic obligations?
Great question. Having a family business is quite a handful, but I'm probably one of the luckiest people in the world. I have 4 boys who have all taken and stepped up to the plate. I have a wife who understands how important it is for me to be involved. So my boys have stepped up to the plate. They have taken over a lot of my responsibilities. They've taken charge of that thing. My wife has gone, Carl, you need to go do what you need to do because it's important. So in that respect, the time that it takes for me to be a commissioner has already been set in place. I've taken a lot of time away from my business now, and I'm willing to take more, whatever it takes to make me as a commissioner work. And the good thing is I have a family that backs me 100%. And that's, you can't say enough about that. We're very family oriented, and I've got to give a lot of credit to my kids. All 4 boys are working in the business. All 4 boys are animately taking as much responsibility as they can, and I'm absolutely looking forward to being your next county commissioner.
Your mic's off.
Not anymore. How will you balance your business life with your civic obligations?
Well, I've already taken care of that. I gave up my business and I made a commitment to be a Nye County Commissioner to spend all of my time, not part of it or some of it, all of it. You cannot balance a job and do this job as well. It takes a commitment that's 60 hours a week plus. And if you're not willing to do it, you shouldn't even run for the office. It's a huge commitment to be a Nye County Commissioner. We are working on a lot of things right now that are going to change the face of Nye County and Pahrump. And as long as you, when I am re-elected, I will continue to do what I've been doing to balance community needs with sensible growth and move us forward in the 21st century. Thank you.
Shortfall and buyouts, our county is facing rather significant budget problems. What is your plan to adjust county spending to achieve a balanced budget now and in the future?
We are already working on that. We just went through some of our budget material today. I have asked across the board 10% cut from all county employees. And I'm going to be very adamant about that, or I will not approve any future contracts. There's plenty of things that we can do in this community that the county employees, being the highest paid of anybody in the area, it's really disheartening for other folks who can't even find a job. If they're not willing to take a cut and will go along with us after all the years that they've pretty much had their way because the commissioners wouldn't put their foot down on it. Well, I am, and I will. 10% across the board cut is what I'm asking for, and I will accept no less.
Carl, with the current shortfall and buyouts, our county is facing rather significant budget problems. What is your plan to adjust county spending to achieve a balanced budget now and in the future?
If you guys were at the county commission meeting today, it was quite interesting actually. They've taken $5 million out of 492 and shifted it over to make the budget look good. Now, being a businessman, I understand making a balanced budget, and shifting money is not curing the problem. If you borrow it from over here, guess what? You still owe it. It didn't go away. So you just shifted the money. It was kind of interesting what happened today. The infrastructure of what we have to look at as far as every department in this community, and I made this statement earlier. The infrastructure, look at how business is being done. Where can we take and define every job that we have and cut it down and make it fly like it should. And I'm sorry I'm a little lost for words this evening, I'm usually not. But if we can take that and look at every entity in it and say, okay, what can we do here? Let's cut it here, let's do it here, let's streamline this here, let's make it better. That's the first step that needs to happen. You have to make it streamlined. You've got to look at every single entity. As a business person, I have to look at all those things up front, and to come out with a balanced budget, to come out with something that's affordable that we can work with. Unfortunately, we just stuck a Band-Aid on today instead of really working hard to solve the problem. I found that quite interesting. As a matter of fact, I kind of sat and smiled when that whole thing happened. But once again, at a deficit of $4.5 million, you kind of look and go, look, we have to do something else. Let's look at the infrastructure. It's great, and I think it's a good thing that the county 10% cut across the board, but we deal with union contracts right now, and our county is very weak on dealing with unions right now. We haven't been able to do that. They hired a gentleman to do that job.